Nate Campbell. Thank you for joining me on Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell. And today I just want to talk to you guys about some things that have been going on. And before I go into the show, I just want to talk about these missing girls in DC. I don't even want to go any further. I keep saying that hearing this fake news and do my research. Let's get this established. I wouldn't care if it was 4 girls or 14 girls or 400 girls. They're all black girls. And if the news isn't saying anything about it, either they don't care or we really don't matter. So my issue is simply this. Story has to be coming from somewhere. Somebody needs to do a report on it and put the black folks' mind at ease. That's what we got the news for. You research every damn thing else, research this. Well, today we're going to talk about some things that are going on in the black community, among black people. And the worst thing that could ever happen to the black community is for a black man to turn against his own. We call it cooning, selling out, so many words for it. But before we go any further, I want to tell you my summation. Give you my summation of it. Okay. Topic of the show is cowardice and conformity is killing courage. And people don't understand that the opposite of courage is not cowardice. It is conformity. When you conform to a system that is destroying you, you are then worse than any coward that could ever breathe. And the next thing that's going to happen once you start to conform, you will begin to hate your own. So I need for us to come to the realization that the people that I'm talking about are at different degrees, openly, when it comes to conformity and cowardice and hatred. We're gonna go from the top, in my opinion, which is not the worst, downwards. We're gonna go to the worst at the end. And I want you guys to know that these cowards stick together. These coons, they get together. They get together and they'll make you feel like you're wrong. They'll tell you how bad you are and you should be afraid. See, whenever you get a black man that talks about he's rich and he's afraid, you definitely don't need him around you. You'd be better off buying a bull with tits. He's got more use to you. And the problem is, I said this the other day, I'm going to talk about this in some time to come. Too many of these beta males are being pushed to the forefront. You don't have enough alpha males, black men out here that are willing to call these sons of you know what out of their name. Now, my issue is this. If you are rich, you are well off, why the hell are you afraid of somebody coming to take something from you? If you came from poverty and went to the highest place there is, why are you afraid of losing something? I've never been afraid to lose wealth. It hurt. I'm telling you something. Broke my back when I lost some money, but it never killed me. But our problem is too many of us have come to the realization in our lives that we don't control nothing. So we want to control everything around us by getting a lot of money and thinking that gives us power. Let's get this established today. The black man in America has no damn power. He's a consumer. Anybody want to refute that with me? Hit me up tonight at 904-302-7220. Hit me up about 7:30, 7:45. I'll let you go in. But there is no power among black people in America. We don't control what we eat. We don't control what we wear. We don't control the hair we buy. We don't control the Jordans that we buy. We don't control nothing. We don't control not one thing in America that we spend millions upon millions upon, 1.1 to 1.6 trillion dollars a year we spend in this country. And none of that money stays in our community for the most part. Less than 2%. But then you get these blacks that have been allowed to slip through the cracks. And they begin to speak against their own. They tell us, oh, you sure shouldn't be around here talking about massa like this. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Pick a Bella Carton. Oh, Lord. Pick a Bella here. And they don't want you. Look, I'm at the point in my life where I'm willing to die for what I believe in. Literally die. And if you ain't willing to die for something, what the hell are you living for? If you ain't willing to die for it, what you living for? If the black man in America get his head together, do you realize that we would be the most integral force in America? Do you realize that we as black people, less than 50 million, same amount of spending power as we have more spending, more financial wealth with our spending of 9 or 10 other countries on the planet, just blacks, not blacks and whites, just blacks. But we don't control anything. Go into your black community and tell me how many black folk own a store. How many? I don't know many. Go into your black community and tell me how many black-owned businesses are there. Now, when you talk to guys like Steve Harvey, and Alan West, and Ben Carson, and Stephen A. Smith, and David Clark, all of them will tell you this, the black man's issue that he's here. Or they'll say, you don't want to make no waves, keep your head down. Do y'all know that keep your head down is a slave term? Keep your head down is a slave term. Keep your head down. Let me show you what that means. What does that look like? What does that look like?
Like a slave?
Like a damn slave. Keep your head down. And those slave mentalities have made their way into our society today. Steve Harvey is playing the big coon role right now. He's the coon of the moment. But the problem is nobody wants to call him on it. This right here, this coon right here, called himself scolding Snoop Dogg, T.I., and Bow Wow. What for? And they had the nerve to say that you got money. Fuck that. So I got money, so I got to sit back and let anything be done to my people. All the more reason I should stand up for my people. We're not going to even talk about guys like Colin Kaepernick that come under fire by that Stephen A. Coon. Let me say Stephen A. Smith. I'm not going to talk about that till when I get to him. But I'm going to tell you something right now. The guys that I'm talking about tonight, I will meet any one of these guys in a celebrity death match. You know, we don't fight to death, but they'll wish we had.
MMA or boxing?
Boxing. Gotta be boxing. I'm going to teach these jokers how to do it. And they can come in weighing as much as they want. No weights. We don't talk weights. No weights. We're not going to weigh in.
Steve Harvey's pretty big, man. He might come in about 300.
Eat his fat ass. I make him wish he'd kept that lace front fade on. I'm dead serious, man. I mean, we got to come to the realization that I'm just ranting right now because I'm going to get into the conversation with my guest who's going to be calling in. Her name is Rhonda. We call her Rhonda Supreme. And Rhonda's going to tell you about all the great things. She's a person that has a radio personality, internet show. She's a phenomenal lady. I'm just in a place now where I think I've come to the realization that until somebody calls these guys out on their coonin, until they are called out on their coonin, they're going to keep doing it. And the problem is too many black folk are undercover coons too. And I don't understand how you can wear that mask and still be able to see. That coon mask is tight. Y'all understand? That coon mask. And the worst thing about have you guys ever seen a coon? How coons get their food? They're scavengers. Coons are scavengers if they live in the city, and most of these coons live in the city. So that means they dumpster dive. We got one in my apartment complex, in my the place I live, and they downright mean if you walk up on them. They hiss and squeal because they don't want nobody to take what they got. Even another coon. They'll turn on each other. My thing is this. When are we going to say, and I don't give a damn about who get mad about this. Because the one thing I ain't is scared. I don't do scared. I don't do fear. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I still have a right to speak my opinion. And I beat you and your bodyguards up if you want to do it like that. But the problem is, these guys have been allowed to speak, with immunity. Impunity, rather. They can just say what the hell they want. Do what the hell they want. Act the way they want. And nobody says anything. Ben Carson, Adam West, Steve Harvey, David Clark, Stephen A. Smith. All these guys have been allowed to say what they want to say. And nobody calls them on it. Nobody calls them out. Nobody speaks the peace against them. Nobody tells them that they're wrong. And the ones that do tell them they're wrong try to do it. See, the problem is, it ain't enough real cats out there. Much as I may not agree with the way that Snoop and T.I. may say it, no, I agree with the way they say it. I pretty much agree with it. I pretty much agree with the way they say it. I like the way Snoop put it right there. Fuck you. Snoop like, fuck you. That's the problem. We are too caught up trying to be politically correct. And I keep saying this, politically correctness is killing black folk and writing lies on the tombstone. Because with all the stuff that they're saying, I want y'all to get this. With everything that's being said, that's being done, I'm going to talk, when Rhonda get on, I'm going to have a talk about Mike Brown, family, this and another. We're going to talk about how how they got video came out where you see Mike Brown having an incident that wasn't about him breaking in, stealing the store. It was about him actually taking some property that belonged to him. And my thing is, I want people to understand something. It's more to that story than that's been heard. We got our first guest on right now. How you doing, Rhonda?
Yes, you do. I am doing great, and I'm listening to you, and I'm gonna tell you, you are a soldier. Thank you for bringing this subject up.
Thank you for coming in and joining us.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you so much. This is so important to talk about. It really is.
First of all, no, Ron. I don't want you going right in. I don't want you going right in. I want you to tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. I want you to tell us all the beautiful things you're doing, lady.
Tell it like a T.I. is.
That is.
Yes. My name is Rhonda Supreme, and I host a radio show, On the Grind with Rhonda Supreme, named after me. I'm on Free Agent Radio, which I absolutely love. I love the station manager and owners there. They're wonderful. They treat me real good. We're free to play and say what we want, so I like being there. FreeAgentRadio.com is the website that you can listen in. And I've been, hosting the show for a few years now. It's going on my third year. And I'm doing a lot this year, actually. I'm doing a lot. I have the Miss Black America pageant coming up. Last year, I supplied the entertainment for the program. So hopefully, again, this year, I will be doing the same. I'm looking for sponsors, anybody out there, but I'll have it all posted on my pages. I actually do a lot of work with a Grammy Award-winning artist, Grand Mixer DXT. I've been working with him for about 2 years on his initiatives and his projects, and we're working on an HBO special this year with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, the life story and how they developed Beats headphones. So he's scoring some music for that. So I'm doing a lot with that. I got a lot going on, and I just won a Black Wall Street Award for my social media and radio. So I want to thank
how about that?
Black Wall Street
that
Award.
was February.
Nice.
And I want to thank Donnie Glover in Baltimore for presenting that award to me. And I want to thank Lush from Lush Radio Online. She is the 2014 Female Hip Hop Honors award winner for Best Social Media and Radio. She nominated me, so I want to give all my love to her. Absolutely. And everybody out there on internet radio, we're doing our thing.
Oh, thank you.
And that's what's important.
Thank you for coming on. See, it's important that we turn my mic up. It's important that we support one another. Your show is awesome, by the way. I'm be honest with you. Your show is awesome. I enjoyed being on last week. I got this new iPhone, so I kept getting this alert telling me I was supposed to be on the show. I didn't know how to turn it off. So for all your listeners that are tuning in here, I was not texting on the phone. I just didn't know how to. Hello?
Yeah, she's still there.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I was not texting on the phone, but I just didn't know how to turn off that.
I can't hear Nate.
She can't hear me? Hello? Hello? She can't hear me. Now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I can.
Turn my volume down.
I thought you got rid of me.
No. We'll never do that. I wasn't texting last week on your show. I just didn't know how to turn that alarm off, and the notification kept coming in. Turn Rhonda up on my phone, on my ear.
Look,
I was like,
called Nate out. I did on my show, and I heard the buzzing. I said, this man is texting. I'm trying to interview him, and he's texting.
I was not.
I said, nah.
Sorry about that.
Hello?
Look, I thought we had a fire alarm.
Me too. John is still on.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Is that better?
Weird stuff going on today.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can barely hear her, though. We're having technical difficulties. See, John does another show that's remote, and he's killing me today, but that's okay. We're going to get through this. Anyway, I can barely hear you, but I'm gonna push this thing until I get you.
I know that's right.
All right. So here's the thing. I just before we go any further, I want to get my Ron, I like this little leather coat you got on, girl. You little PNA jeans, and you kind of hot to death on this picture. Oh, you better stop now. How my viewers trying to hit up on you. With all the things that you're doing, you seem to still be able to keep it real, as we say. I'm a keep it real kind of guy. They say when keeping it real goes wrong, I'm of the other, belief that there's no such thing as keeping it real goes wrong. So for me,
you gotta keep it real.
What is your look? There are 5 guys that I'm really upset with right now. I'm gonna call them out for you.
Okay.
Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Alan West. Stephen A. Smith. What's the other guy? David
Clark.
David Clark. And
Sheriff David Clark.
Yeah. That guy is the scariest guy. Yeah. He's the scariest guy. He's the scariest. All of them are scary in each degree. To Stephen A. Smith, David Clark, Alan West, Steve Harvey, and
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Ben Carson is the scariest because he has the most overall power.
Most power, right?
Right. He's the scariest, but David Clark.
You know what? I take that back because Clarence Thomas has the most.
Right, but you know what? The thing about it is, he does. And I didn't put Clarence Thomas on the list because I think we beat on him so much that we just know he's the snake in the woods.
Yeah, you're right.
He's the snake in the woods. So I mean, what you can't keep kicking that horse is dead.
Yeah.
So
he is there.
Right. So my thing is, when you dealing with, here's my issue with Steve Harvey. Did you hear the statement he made on the show the other day about Snoop Dogg, T.I., and Lil Bow Wow?
I did. I heard about it.
You heard about it, but did you hear him say he made the statement that you have money? And they can come get you because you got money. They come get you. What the hell are you trying to say?
They're going to listen.
You can be
living in the hood.
I'm finna say, is he out of his damn mind? The one who should be scared is the one you ain't standing up for.
That's right.
Then you
I don't even know know what that analogy was about.
I don't get it. I don't understand
I don't.
how we as a people can be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Apathetic. Apathy is killing us,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
and then you got,
It's selfish. That's
it
all.
is.
It's selfishness.
And this man is and black women should be offended that they spent this much money with this Negro.
Well, that's true. That's true. And admiring him and giving him, all the admiration.
Why? When he
does.
y'all do know that his wife was his side chick. His wife, he married a side chick. And from all the information I got, he married his second wife with a side chick, then the third wife with a side chick. So that means that job is open. It was good the first time.
So there's a pattern going on.
Right. So there's a job position open.
But that's showing his character. You know what I'm saying? So, he's like a throwaway type of person. Once he's done, and he's moving on to the next. So he'll do that for anything. He'll do that for his audience. He'll do that for obviously to his family.
And definitely to his people.
That shows his character.
And definitely to his people. Now.
Right. Well, he's done it.
Oh, he's been done it. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna sell nothing to get something. Sell any part of who I am to get nothing. As a fighter, a lot of folk trip about the fact that I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I'm just certain things I just ain't finna do. I'm me. Now, if you don't like the way I fought my ass off, if you don't like the way I fight, man, damn you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give it to you.
You're not trying to please anybody out there. I mean, you're trying to be respectable. Your craft is your craft. You're gonna, do the best that you can to your ability. But to please everybody, that's impossible anyway.
He just wants to please the ones that got the check, though. His thing is he gonna please the white boys sitting down what is it? On Madison Avenue. He want to please them and be like, damn, all them Negroes down there. They're starving. I'm watching. I'm up here in Massa office. I see them out there perishing.
Oh. Now, if we're going to talk about that, there's a lot of people on that level.
Oh, yeah.
They're not looking out for the rest of us or the rest of the people who need help. They're just not. I mean, if you have over $10 million, which there are people out there in our community that do, and you're not helping, then you're the problem. Yeah.
Here's the issue. We've been told that I'm gonna tell you something. I heard a rich guy make a statement. He said, they don't want to work. They don't want this. The problem is, you know what the problem is? They'll give their money to the church that ain't doing a damn thing for the black community.
Oh, that was you talked about that.
I talked about that. Do you know the top 10 pastors?
Yes, you did.
Top 10 prosperity pastors are worth $3 billion.
Billion.
$3 billion.
Yes.
Top guy's $1 billion.
Yeah, top guy's $1 billion. The top guy's
Brazilian guy.
Yeah, he's $1 billion.
Look at that. The one person.
One person is 1/3 of that list. But the reason I use that is because the black church as a whole has taken up $420 to $450 billion since 1980. But what do we have to show for it? And then that kind of teaching, these same black artists and black people will give millions to the church and nothing to the people. They do nothing for the people. And my thing is,
I know.
But then you love to tell us to be quiet and just be a good field nigga. That's what it is.
Right.
You in the house,
and you'll be rewarded later.
You gonna
That's
right
preaching.
Right. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to get to. Those top guys I'm talking about, Allen West, all these guys, they will make you believe the black man is his own worst enemy. And I'm gonna say this. I've been doing some research. I was watching PBS the other day. Well I've been watching this PBS special. It talks about the biggest mega weapons that were built by Germany, and all of them were built by Germany. The biggest weapons were built by Germany, but Hitler just built them too late, and they didn't get to make an effect before they just couldn't make an effect. But
Right.
You know, they were talking about how the Jews, those people that call themselves the Jews, those Hungarians, how they went to concentration camps, and the concentration camps were ran by about 100 people at one time. That's all. And you had thousands of people in there, but there was no revolts. And they used they used dissension, backbiting, the same thing that they say that we do on each other. They used in there. So those Jews that now have that keep their money longer than anyone else in the United States of America, the ones that they keep giving millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of billions of dollars to, they react the same way to their predicament as black folk react to their predicament. But we're not allowed. Nobody's going to come give us any reparations. And these black guys like Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys that stand against other black people that try to empower us, they anger me. And they're see, I said this, that the opposite of courage is not cowardice. It is conformity.
Right. It is.
Stephen A. Smith has conformed. Steve Harvey has conformed. Alan West has conformed. What the other one name is?
David Clark.
David Clark. Oh, we're gonna get him last.
David Clark, the Milwaukee.
Yeah, we're gonna get him last. Ben Carson has conformed, even went so far to say that he want to liken everyone else to black folk and the way he did. But the worst one is David Clark. He hates us. He literally hates.
He hates himself.
Yes. That's the point.
That's it. He hates black people and he hates us.
Himself.
And he went so far. If you hate him, he damn it hates y'all because he got a white wife. And she lily white. I ain't talking about she ain't a white girl that might have got trapped in the hood. Oh, she is.
That's what I was gonna say. She's not from the hood.
She is Mary Catherine White.
But think about it. Who else would he marry with the views that he has? He couldn't marry a sister.
Well, no offense. Ben Carson married a sister.
Yeah, oh, yeah. This is true. There are sisters out there like that. But I'm talking about Mr. Clark. No way. Nobody. Who would accept him?
For the right payday?
Well, he's on Fox News every single night.
Yeah.
They parade him out like, you know.
They love him.
He's
exactly what they want.
He speaks the sounding points. He is the coon. He's the coon of the year.
Yeah.
He got the coon Heisman.
No, they found him. He's the great black robe. They found him.
I'm telling you, he get the coon Heisman. He 2 years in a row. I'm telling you.
Found him. They're gonna put him on. They're gonna freeze him and put him on a shelf.
Boy, I'm telling you something.
I'm telling you.
In all of niggerdom, I have never seen. You know what? There's only one instance in my life I saw somebody that was as much coon and he was acting. That was Samuel Jackson and Django.
Oh, the house.
Yeah. The
house.
David, and that's what I'm seeing when I look at these guys. And you got so many black people now that are following, parading around behind. What about them two black girls, the Trump girls?
Omarosa?
You know Omarosa. Omarosa job come with knee pads.
And there's another one.
The two girls that Trump supporters.
Oh yeah. Like, let me find them. I just saw them. What's their name?
I can't remember her name.
It's two of them, and they got.
I'm thinking
It's two little chubby black girls with them ugly ass weave jobs. I be wanting to fight them. If you don't get that, if you don't.
Diamond and Silk. DiamondandSilk.com. They got their own website.
Yeah, DiamondandSilk.com.
Wow.
It's a damn shame.
Special.
It's a damn shame. You know what I mean? I would rather. Let me tell you something. I would rather have my pecker slammed in the fence. I'm sorry. I would rather.
They're not real, right? They're not real.
I don't know. I mean,
but they're not
they
real.
Have to be plants. They have to be plants. Why would they be there? I don't understand it. They have to be getting paid.
Yeah. They've got a really well done website, but
yes,
I watch them and they can't be real.
They're being funded. There's no way.
Just like Black Lives Matter is being funded by George Soros.
Yes.
Just like Black. I'm gonna tell you something.
We did.
I'm looking at. We gonna men. I'm gonna have you back. I'm not gonna tell you to go now, but I'm gonna have you back. And we're gonna talk about the feminist movement in about 2 weeks. I want you to get your shit.
Oh
together.
yes, we are.
Oh,
because we had a real good conversation.
Yeah, baby. But my thing is, what do you think? How should we handle these kind of black people that do this kind of shit? Do this cooning?
How do we handle it?
Yeah, we have the voice. What do we do?
This is the thing. They want attention, obviously. So just give them less attention and they will go away. But we have to have something to counteract it. We have to have someone that has a voice that is counteractive to that. And we don't have that any longer.
Well,
I'm not saying a leader, because we don't need a leader.
We're all leaders.
That's been our whole problem. We don't need a leader. We need many people who speak up.
Yeah, because you know the problem is when they say leader, you kill him off, then you lost.
Right.
But if you have a whole bunch of folks standing up speaking the same under one voice, you gotta have one group standing up singing the same song.
Exactly. We need many people to stand up. But like you said earlier, people are afraid. People are, I don't know, they're conforming. They're happy. They're comfortable in what they have, no matter how little it is. You know what I'm saying?
But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to tell a black person that makes six figures that they ain't living good until let me tell you something. Until one of their daughters or sons get dogged out by the police.
Right.
And that's when all of a sudden you want all of us to march and pray.
Or they'll take it all away. Like they did the Bill Cosby.
Boy, look here. Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
He was
cool. They take it all away.
Oh, he was cooning though. You remember? Oh, he was cooning. Oh, Bill went acting up. I'm like, have you ever had that? Have you ever gave somebody that looked like? Well, you want to say that, nigga? That's a family conversation. That's you don't talk about that in public. All this, I mean. He gave millions, but the one thing about Bill, he gave millions to black colleges.
Yes, he did. Temple University. He was always in North Philadelphia.
All these black colleges.
You know, the people out there.
You tell me 10 of these black celebrities right now that have given a smidgen of what he gave to black colleges.
No, yeah, he supported Howard and Hampton. He sure did.
Here's my issue.
He sure did.
And mad as I was at him because he was saying some real foul stuff, I was like, I could see the bull from down the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. He ain't take that much coochie. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just too much twat to be what you took. That ain't nobody taking that much twat. And I'm using them words.
First of all,
yeah, that's the word I used. That's the word I used when me and my boys was together. This is me having a conversation with one of my boys, and I ain't say he didn't rape. Nah, let's call it what it was. He did not take that much for Hankenstein. Ain't that much time in the world.
He was in Hollywood, okay? Think about it. What he was around and how people behave in the situation and
drugs,
and
entertainment.
Exactly. You're talking about the 70s. Everybody was doing drugs.
In the 60s.
I mean, yeah, 60s, 70s.
Wait a minute.
They were all doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one. Did you remember when the Angela Dickens or Dickens?
Angie Dickinson.
Yeah, the one that was they said it was the first supermodel. Talking about he drugged her. And when she said he drugged her, I was like, come on, man. Really? Ain't a drug you can give her that's gonna get her so high she don't know what she doing. She done them all.
You know what though? See, we don't know the real reason behind that whole situation.
I do.
What was?
You do.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You
There's
do.
a reason.
You know why? You want the reason?
He was trying to
buy his own network.
He was trying to do some big things.
Network. That network. See, the one thing
That's
the white man, and I hate that when I say this from my white friends, they get mad or they get uncomfortable. Someone with John Doe.
And it's not about white. It's the people in power.
Right, but those are the ones in
There's
power.
a lot of poor white people.
Right, but
Okay.
I already said that earlier.
Not
It's more
all about that.
It's more white. It's more poor whites than poor blacks. We know that because there's more whites. But I said
It's about the people in power.
okay. You know what my new thing gonna be? The people in power that are white, because that's what we need to understand. I'm not talking about all white
Right.
people, but
You're not.
the ones that
You
are in
not.
power
That's
that
right.
just happen to be white, that happen to make money off slavery, that happen to become multimillionaires, they don't want this black man to be in a position where he can control what black people see of themselves.
In a network, right?
And I'm gonna tell you who else they did that to. Michael Jackson, Prince,
Yes, Prince.
Sam Cooke.
Yes, remember? Yes.
Sam Cooke. I just named the only 3 black men that own everything they owned all their own music, all their own rights. And Michael Jackson actually went so
Right.
far to own his own. He owned 50% of Sony, which is a major publishing
Yes,
company.
he did. And they tried to say that Michael Jackson was broke.
Baby.
No, he wasn't. They couldn't even pay him. They couldn't even pay him what they owed him.
Dude, this is what I'm trying to get people to
I
see.
already know.
So what I'm saying is, they want to kill legacy because legacy. See, they can kill your body, but legacy is what has to be killed. See, if there's someone from, let me explain something to you. All these black folk that love Martin Luther King don't understand that. I know the truth about Martin Luther King because the white folk told me, the government told me about him screwing around on his wife. Because all that's about is killing legacy.
Killing a legacy.
See, if you kill a legacy, there's nothing to look back at. See, you can't kill a legacy you can't kill our legacy. You couldn't kill our legacy back to ancient Egypt, so you took it away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't take it away from us, so you kill it. You put so much bad stuff, and if you notice, black women was going in on Bill Cosby. I'm like, really? And you really believe what they tell you about your man?
Oh no, I saw it. I heard it. Yeah.
We are the only race of people that believe what somebody else tell us about our men.
Instantly, yes. No research, no nothing.
Jill Scott turned on him.
Really
Jill Scott turned on Bill Cosby. Let me tell you something. They painted a picture so ugly of us that we actually believe that we're the biggest rapists in the country.
Yeah, it was bad, and it continues. He's not done. They're still.
Oh no, they still after the day because they ain't.
Him.
Oh, they ain't done. They ain't done. Listen, do you realize the first time they went after Michael Jackson, he came back harder the second time, and they did too?
Yeah, yes, he did.
Do you realize that? Tell me one of the groups that Michael Jackson. You know Michael Jackson started his own record label. You know that, right? Oh.
Which one?
Oh, I'm going to educate you. And the reason I'm educating you, I'm going to show you because this is how coonery kills us. Okay? Here's how coonery kills us. He had a record label, and he had signed a group by the name of Brownstone. And the name of the record label. Yes, I know. Brownstone had an album I called From the Bottom Up. They had 2 big albums. And the name of the record label was MJJ Records. Michael Joseph Jackson Records. Yes. MJJ Records.
And that's the ultimate. That's what he knew. Yes.
And guess what he was doing? He was.
The plan was good.
It wasn't just about him making music. It was about the fact that he was distributing his music. There's no black distributor in the world. In the United States of America, Michael Jackson was distributing his music through the Sony Music Group.
You know that's what Tupac used to talk about.
Bam.
Right before he was killed.
Yes, he did.
Just before he was killed, he was talking about distribution and how he wanted it to change, and he had a plan.
He did, and they killed him and his plan.
And then he was gone.
See, the issue is when you talk to these coons, like these guys that are coons, they are conforming. They're conforming. And in their conforming, there's no room for courage because they're killing it with that. You know that you can't have courage if you're gonna conform to the people that are killing you. These people are killing us. And you got Steve Harvey, Alan West, and this other troop of and they're come on, man. You actually want me to be quiet now? You do know that there's no revolution without revolt.
No. That's part of that's part of the word.
Right. And without that revolt, with that revolt there's going to be bloodshed.
It's eventually that's what's going to happen.
And the sad part about it is the ones that are afraid ain't white people. They've been misled. They have. The people they should be angry at are the ones at the top. See, here's what I keep telling folks.
Right.
I want you to get this. You're gonna love this, and I'm telling you, you're gonna want to take me out to you're gonna want to take me out for ice cream after this one.
All right.
I'm telling you. Watch. When you prune a tree, you prune it from the what? The bottom or the top? You prune a tree from the bottom or the top, Rhonda? Rhonda?
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I said when you prune a tree, you prune it from the bottom or the top.
You should pull it from the bottom if you want to get a good grip.
Nope. You prune it from.
If you want to get a good grip.
Wrong. See, you know what? That shows that you don't get it. When you prune a tree, you prune from the top.
Really?
Yes, because.
So I don't prune trees.
Right, but I'm giving you an analogy to help you get this.
So go ahead.
If you prune from the top, you cut the leaves from the top that have been there for the longest time, and you trim it into shape. You just prune it from the top. You trim it into shape, and you take those things that you prune from the top, and you till it. You grind it up and put it back in the soil. Mm-hmm. So guess what? If we gonna prune, we gotta prune from the top. That's the top 1% that keeps bleeding us dry. The top 1% that keeps taking everything from us. That just so happens to be white. See, we gotta break. And the thing about it is, we gotta, in a sense, break it all up and take all that old wealth that belongs to us anyway, and put it back in the soil so that more wealth can grow from it.
Think about it though. The people at the top are not going to benefit from that, and they're not going to let it happen.
So now you see why they. So now you.
What you said.
But now you see why. Now you see why you have all these people of color that have been destroyed. All the poor whites are being destroyed. Poor people are the ones that they talk about getting rid of. Bill Gates said that we need to cut the world's population by 90%. Who you think they're talking about?
It's not just him.
Who you think they're talking about? So I think we should. Well, we should start at the top. Because the best inventors are the broke people. Because invention.
They already have a plan, though.
They do. But the problem is.
They already have a plan.
But you got so many black folk that'll work and make them richer so they can implement their plan that much faster.
Now that's sad. But it's true.
But the people I'm talking about are people like the Alan West, the Steve Harveys, the David Clarks, the Stephen A. Smiths, and the what the other name is there? Ben Carsons. Those people are dangerous because these are the type guys that are breeding more like them. Mm-hmm. We've been taught that wealth is right, and that's not true.
And they'll do anything. They'll do anything to keep what they have.
Exactly.
That's what is frightening. And they're putting wealth and money above what's right. So
do you realize that if we did what we were supposed to do, we could live with as many people on this planet as possible?
Oh, the earth would be peaceful.
Yeah.
If we did what was right.
If we did what was right. If we cut out the plastic goods. If we cut out the pesticides. If we went back to growing our food.
If everyone was fed. If everyone ate. If everyone had shelter. If everyone had clothing. And people didn't want to separate, class.
By color and color. By color and class.
You know what I mean?
And I'm going to give you one.
Class and color.
I'm going to give you one. Let me hit on this. Let me hit on this buffoon before we get to going. Stephen A. Smith dog Colin Kaepernick out. Donald Trump dog Kaepernick out. But Kaepernick just took 600.
Cam Newton dogged them out.
Yeah, Cam Newton dog. He can't never say that to me again. His poodle made ass. He's a poodle made dude. He's a poodle. And I mean a mini poodle. I take that back. He's a Yorkshire Terrier with no teeth.
Cam Newton got on television. Are you kidding me? That was horrendous.
And then the sad part about it, this man just took 60 tons of food. It was 60 tons or something like that of food.
Got the plane.
He got a plane and took a cargo plane, took 60 tons of food over to Somalia, and then you got all these people dogging him for not bringing that food to America. No offense, America don't need no help. If they stop all this bullshit spending and feed, we got all of them. Look here, America listen to me. Obama can't say nothing to me. He gave $12 billion to Israel that we could have fed our people with.
Listen, we throw food out daily at the supermarkets when the food.
We throw out more than we eat.
We throw out more than we eat.
More than we eat.
Because you're not allowed to take it to the shelters. That is ridiculous. Okay? All the prepared foods that you see in the supermarket, they throw it out every night.
There's a guy down in Fort Lauderdale. He's an older guy.
They put him in jail.
Yeah, he's like 90 years old, and he goes down to the where the War Memorial. Did you ever fight down there? The War Memorial.
I know it is. So
there's a big homeless population. He goes down and he sets up huge tables, and he's arranged for all this food. They've jailed him now like 3 or 4 times. The dude's like 90. And
guess what? When he come in,
come on,
jail.
Put him in jail.
And the sad part about it is, have you noticed how bad it's gotten over the last year or so with the police attacking people for trying to help other people? Not just the police state itself. This is Nazi Germany. Y'all don't even see it.
The control.
This is Nazi Germany. That's scary.
And they're instilling fear into people. It's intentional. That's why it's televised. That's why it's all over the media. They want you to see it. They want you to be fearful. So you don't do anything. So you think twice. It's intentional.
And the bad part about it is, when you when I hear a black person standing up for the system that is disenfranchised them, I look at them and say, you do know that you're only 3/5 human in the in the Constitution, right? You do know that, right? You do know that you're still
That's never changed, huh? That's never changed.
You're still 3/5 of a human. You are not. If you talk to the average black person that's educated, they'll tell you, I'm an American citizen. And I say, you're a damn lie. You're an American resident.
No, you're not.
They just don't know where to send you. And the problem is, they know where to send you, but if they sent you, that country could then petition them to pay you reparations.
And they would.
And they would.
And they would.
And they would.
A lot of countries feel that we should be. I know that for a fact because I talk to people overseas. They think it's just horrendous what is happening here.
The only reason you got the 3/5 recognition, right, is because the congressional districts then could count up 3/5 and 3/5 and 4 or 5 of you would make up 2 people, and then your congressional district was bigger. That's why you were 3/5. If you didn't do anything for that congressional district, it would have been 0/5.
But here's the sad part about it: if you have a conversation with any of these guys that I've talked about tonight, and I'm not gonna just blast them, but I'm gonna blast the system that they push up. How much power do you really have? If you're afraid to say something about the president in a country that you can talk about the president openly, and you're afraid, how much power do you really have?
How much power do they really have?
How much? See, David Clark, they gonna take his ass up about that white boy he harassed. They gonna take his ass up about that white boy he harassed. But they ain't said nothing about the black folk that died in his custody. They don't give a damn about them.
No, of course not.
Him and Stephen A. Smith looking like two butt cheeks side by side. Dude, I just like them guys.
Sure do.
Don't they look like two butt cheeks?
Well, there's nothing I like about them.
Nothing.
Really, not as long as they stand the way that they do on their values and their views.
I gotta ask you both the question. Here's the question.
Yes.
These guys like David Clark. Now, I'm not a big Fox News watcher. I just watch because I like to see what keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah. So when I watch that and I see this guy on, what's the attraction behind parading this guy out every other night and having Sean Hannity go, and then have him go, Black Lives Matter sucks and they're awful and they're thugs and all the other bullshit words.
Okay,
why?
I'm gonna let you go first, Rhonda. You go ahead. You want to know why?
No, I know what the attraction is. They're doing it because they finally found somebody who has the same views as they do, but they're up color, and they want to say, well, see, we're not the only ones that feel this way. Mm-hmm. So it's propaganda is what it is.
Yeah, but it's not like they found 500 people they're parading out. It's the same dude every night.
They don't need to.
I know.
They don't need to. All they got to do is find one that's in a
position. That's all they found. Listen, he's the one cop. There's not another cop.
Listen.
It was Stacey Dash was one.
Yeah, it was Stacey. They don't get rid of him and nobody else. So, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna show you something. Yeah. You're gonna like this. Whenever the field slave would go to the house slave and say, it was three slaves. Nobody talk about the second one. The first one was the house slave. He was happy in the house. He had the better food. He slept up in the attic or in the basement. He wore master's hand-me-downs. And if you talk to him about leaving, what better than what we got here, Master? We got a nice house here. Master treat us good here. He don't get beat that much. Right? Then you had the other slave that wasn't a house slave, but he stayed out in the barn. He was the groundskeeper.
Barn slave.
Yeah, he was the groundskeeper. He cut the grass and he wasn't treated as bad as the field hands. You understand me?
He wasn't picking cotton.
He wasn't picking cotton. He was the one that was right there. He was the gopher. His supervisor was the house slave. And his dream was that one day maybe his daughter, his pretty daughter that was out in the barn with him would get a baby, and they would all move in the house. Understand me?
She had to have a baby, a light baby.
A light baby.
Yeah. So Massa was out there.
Yeah, Massa's out there poking around at night.
Yes.
He said, Willa Mae going over there. Yeah. Look at my daughter's getting pretty every day, ain't she, Massa?
That's where the word motherfucker came from.
There is. No, motherfucker actually came when they made slaves screw their mother.
Yes, when they made a male slave
sleep with his mother with a bag over his head.
Sex with his mother.
Yeah, he didn't care what it looked like, what happened. But listen to me.
They just needed more babies.
More babies. Oh. Listen to me. Oh yeah, that's the truth behind that word. But
more slaves.
But if the house, but he would never say anything bad to the house slave because he was trying to get to what a house slave was.
How come I never heard any of this shit in my history class, man? History class, we had slavery and then everything else.
Right, but here's the thing. But then you had the house. You had the field hand, the field slave, and he would go talk. He had to learn early on about the one that was working around the house. You couldn't trust that one, that coon.
Yeah, don't trust.
You couldn't trust that coon, that border, that coon who was actually outside in the cold, but it was trickle down effect a little bit for him. He had to be somewhat cleaner because people got to see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happened was the field slave said, we going anywhere's better than here. He would be the one that would literally tell a house slave, and the house slave would tell master. And guess what? There are movies about this that came out many years ago. And there was one where the guy say, there was a slave in the movie say, you kill me. I never forget this line. You kill me. Whenever you think about this, you kill me. He said, one thing I want to say before you hang me, kiss my black ass. and that's where we are. You got guys like me that, for as bright skinned as I tend to be, my great grandmother got kids from a white man. But her kids hate that man because he was horrible to them. And
right.
will tell me, don't you bring her home. Don't you bring the white girl here. I'm thinking to myself, well, you don't want a white woman. You got a white daddy. She wasn't hearing that. You better not bring her home. She will make her very uncomfortable. And make you very uncomfortable in the process. Mm. And so what you learn is when you get older, they tell you the whole story. And it was an ugly story. It was an ugly story. Ugly. Not cute, nothing nice about it. But the problem is too many black folk don't get those stories because some of them went to college and they think that just because they went to college that they okay.
They okay, and that's in the past.
Let me tell you something. When a black woman daughter come home with a white man, and that black woman, well, that's my child. I look at that black woman like, you got to be out your damn mind. All these black boys around her that need a strong black woman, and you take your ass with me. And it's not that I dislike or hate, but the problem is we got to come to a realization. Until we start to love ourselves, we ain't gonna look good for nobody else. Until our bond is strong, we ain't no good for nobody else. How can you possibly tell me I'm ready to date interracially, but you hate black men?
Yeah, you can't hate your own.
And then that don't make sense. Now think about it now.
But that's not the reason.
Anthony just told me he black like me. No, you're not, Anthony. You're not. We're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna come right back with Rhonda.
Yes.
You're watching Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell, the only show streaming live on Ustream, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook Live.
Tell me, Kenny, how is it you rub my belly so fine with that secret rub of yours? And don't even tell me what you're gonna do next. I love you, Kenny Bear. Tell me, Kenny baby, what you gonna do next?
Kenny Bear's Old Florida Barbecue Rub and Seasoning. Grab a bottle today.
Hi, Billy C. here. I want to talk to you about Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano. Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano serves the freshest and finest homemade Italian cuisine with Sal's family recipes from the old country. Sal's incredibly delicious brick oven pizza is the best pizza I've ever had. And I'm from New York. Come join us today on St. Simon's Island in the beautiful Golden Isles of Georgia. We're located at exit 29 off of I-95. Sal's is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, with private parties available on Sundays. For more information, call 912-268-2328 or go to salsneighborhoodpizzeria.com. Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano, where new faces become old friends, and our family tradition is to serve you the very best.
Want to bring the big show to your event? The Talkin' Boxing with Billy C. Show will bring the biggest daily boxing show on the planet to your event and take your show from just an event to a big event.
Coming at you from Fort Lauderdale, we're at the inaugural Women's International Boxing Hall of Fame. And joining me right now, I don't want her to beat me up, but one of the most well-known fighters, retired undefeated, Lucia Riker.
With worldwide television distribution, a first-class professional TV set, and a totally HD state-of-the-art production, Billy C gives huge promotion to your weigh-ins, press conferences, and even promotional events. The big man from the Big Apple knows the fight game, and his professional interviews are the best in the business.
It's now time for Talkin' Boxing with Billy C.
And we're coming to you live from the Billy C studio in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Calogero, and it's time for Talking Boxing with Billy C. Good morning, good day, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Linda from Southampton.
Hey, Linda from Southampton. What's on your mind?
VelDL TV and Billy C Boxing give your event the big spotlight with thousands of viewers worldwide.
The best boxing commentators out there, Al Bernstein. Al, glad you could join us, my man.
Thank you very much.
What's happening?
Well, we're having a great weekend. Just had a beautiful lunch here at Graziano's. My second straight beautiful lunch here at Graziano's.
Email us today and ask us how, or go to BillyCBoxing.com and click on the Billy C Now banner. Billy C Boxing, the right choice to make your event into the big event.
You're watching Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell, the only show streaming live on Ustream, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook Live. You're watching Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell, the only show streaming live on Ustream, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook Live.
All right, Rhonda, we're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Okay, we've been beating the guys up real bad, but I want to talk about some girl coons. There's some girls out there that's cooning.
Yeah.
I know a couple of them I can think about here, but you know what? I'm gonna let Danny go. Danny's in Danny Davis is sitting there with us tonight. Danny,
what's going on?
Danny, give me the one that you called out.
I said Raven Symone.
Okay.
Raven Symone, absolutely. She said she wasn't, what'd she say? She wasn't black? She wasn't African American or black or something like that? Yeah, it was one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard in my life. And also, what's her name? Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash.
Crash Bandicoot,
yeah,
what I call her.
Yeah. So those are two.
We don't need Black History Month. No, we don't
Oh,
need that.
yeah, right,
Well,
right.
Judging the fact we got White History Year.
Right. That's true.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Have you?
Because we know all about our Black history.
Yeah. We know all about our Black history, like slavery.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't need it. Yeah.
Who can you tell me something you can think of, lady? Rhonda.
I was saying, well, Stacey Dash, she was definitely one of them. And then I mentioned Omorosa. You know, her 15 minutes of fame turned into a lifetime of fame because she's following Donald Trump.
Oh, she's
doing more than that.
She's doing more than that.
Doing more than that.
Oh,
her job description is bring knee pads.
I wasn't there.
Hey, you ain't gotta be there. You ain't gotta be. Neither was Hillary.
Oh.
That's the whole point. She wasn't there.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you right now. Omarosa needs look like she been praying to the white Jesus.
Oh.
she has been.
You ought to walk up to her and say, I ought to have some of the women walk up to her and say, what does old white man balls taste like?
Oh. Oh.
Say, is the president circumcised? This foreskin is cut off.
Oh. You really think so?
I know she licking. I know she licking the green lizard.
Yep.
I know she licking the Cheeto. I don't care what you say. Then she has the nerve to be getting married to a pastor from here in Jacksonville.
No,
I want to ask him. I want all to walk up to him and do that. And say, your breath smell presidential, pastor.
Oh man!
Oh,
damn!
Oh my God!
Oh.
President Trump. So
Hey, you ought to walk up to. Hey, I don't care what you say.
She's number one.
I'm just saying. I don't care what you say. He just the guy that Omarosa married. He just somebody to pass the time. Cause she is a Trump girl. She is a Trump girl. So help her. You know. She is truly patriotic. I want you to understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
She is truly patriotic. I don't give a damn what y'all say. What the hell? Why the hell else would he give her a job? Talking about what is Afro-American affair? Get your ass down.
He made up
a job for her. He made up a job. Let me tell you something. You don't make up. Let me tell you something. If you as a man who has been the dude that have been in a position of power, if you really want to put your side chick in your presence all the time, make that motherfucker job up.
Make her a job.
Now, mind you, she's a good side chick, cause she know that she gonna see him on day before Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, either one. She gonna see. There's a rule. There's some side. Look at her. Look at it. You got a picture of her.
That's a shame.
I'm telling you, she got a dick sucker's mouth, by the way.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I'm not in this conversation.
I'm just saying. I had to throw that out there. Every now and then you got to throw it out there. I'm just saying. I'm going hard because I want them to say something to me. The president is nailing her. The president is nailing her.
Gotta be.
I'm on internet radio. I can say what I want. Let me tell you something. You ain't got no. What use are you? And then they asked on The View about how she got a job. She went to Howard. Ain't nothing she said, or ain't nothing that she said qualified her for her job. She don't even know no black people. Oh, my bad. She said, I got 4 black friends.
My best friend is black.
Yeah,
no more.
Hey, she said, I got 4 black friends. I'm like, this bitch just said she got 4 black friends. Really?
4.
You black and you got 4 black friends.
Oh my.
But the reason I'm so gruesome, I'm so ugly on her, is because, you know what? She supports this guy, and she know he don't give a damn about black people. You sit in this cabinet. But I will say this: he supposedly gave 24 billion to black colleges. Supposedly.
24 billion?
Or something like that.
No.
Who did?
That what they say. Somebody. I was looking at the video.
Yeah.
I was looking at the video got posted. Some 24 billion. Yeah.
25 billion rubles maybe or whatever.
Rubles.
Turkish. Turkish dollar.
But they say that Obama only gave 4. I said you can say what. Let me tell you something. You can talk to your ass catch fire. You can find chicken with your mouth, but until the check clear, you just running your mouth. So he can say.
I don't know.
They say when he was up there with all them black college presidents, he promised them $24 billion or something like that. And guess what? Guess who's gonna get the bulk of that money? Minorities. Watch this. I'm finna mess with y'all. You know he gonna use the diversity bill to. If he gives that much money, it's gonna be for minorities and black people, right?
Right.
That's the diversity bill that Obama passed. Guess what? That's for minorities and white women, and black people are black women. Cause he can give nothing to the black man, because that's the wording that people don't get. So when they cooning like these people cooning, they're allowing, by cooning the way they cooning, they're allowing us to be screwed.
They're definitely part of the problem.
Right.
Okay.
Now I know you don't want to. I know you felt some. You kind of. I made you nervous when I made the statement about Omorosa. But
yeah, look, I'm not in that.
I made you nervous.
I'm not in that.
I made you nervous. I know. I made you nervous.
I'm not in it. I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
Right, but that's okay. That's okay. Nick, I said it. I mean, look. I'm not mad with Omorosa. You use your best tools to get the jobs that you need.
That's selfish, though. She's just thinking of herself.
She using her tools. We ain't using ours.
Patriotic, man.
She's patriotic. Man, let me tell you something. She got. I hear through the grapevine that she got the Star Spangled knee pads.
We need people to stand up for everybody. If we want to do that, it needs to benefit all of us.
But see, if she's standing up, if she's standing up, she don't do the same job.
Sure don't.
She's not a stand-up kind of person, right?
No. She's not a stand-up girl.
She's not a stand-up girl.
I'm just saying. Y'all know I ain't wrong. And Stacey Dash.
Oh, God.
Hey, Stacey Dash dogged her so bad, boy. She was dogging black folks so bad. I wanted to climb through the TV and look at her and say, "Oh, now you talking about we don't need all these black things that you made your living off of? You C-level actress, you."
Yes, she did.
And let's not even talk about. You know what Raven Symone did? The shit she did. You know why she did what she did?
Oh.
Raven Symone did what she did because she like, I don't want to be put into a category.
Right?
Let me tell you something. You still when white folk talk about you, they still say, you know that little dyke bitch over there that's on The View. That's exactly what they say about her.
Thank you.
That's what they say. You know the little black dyke bitch over there. That's what they say.
Wait.
I'm telling you what I heard a dude say one time.
Oh man.
A guy said that one time.
She said that people with black
names like Watermelon Drill
get anywhere in life Raven is a black name. I don't know.
And the way she
Raven.
spells it, is hood as fuck.
Right. I was like, how are you gonna say
She
if
got
you
the
have
hook.
an ethnic name, you're not going to get anywhere when you have one and you did? Like, oh my God.
And wait a minute. I'm gonna give you one even better. You not even you grew into a non-attractive girl. Let me tell you something. She is the epitome of a child star.
Oh yeah.
She was so much cuter as a child.
So
She wasn't cute. She was America's little darling. Nah, I wouldn't run her over in a bus.
I can't.
She couldn't give me none. If me and I was in a room by herself, and they're like, well, you know, Nate, you can only come out when you hit
You don't
that.
want all that woman. You don't want all that.
I don't want all that.
What?
Look here. I don't look here. If I'm eat pork fat, I want mine fried up like crackling.
I'm with you.
Putting cornbread. I'm just saying. Y'all mad at me for telling the truth. And I don't have a problem with a woman that's a little bit heavier. But because I got a little older and I gained a little weight. So I mean, all my stuff ain't what the old gray male ain't what it used to be in the physique department. Okay. I'm just saying. I know when I had a 28-inch waist, and I had wow. I was 38, 28, 38. I was killing it. I'm not that guy no more. I'm not him. I mean, he's in there under other stuff.
He's in there.
Yeah.
Under all of that.
Yeah, he's in there. I mean, I can suck my stomach in real good, but it still ain't the same. It looked like I'm sucking it in.
Be a 36.
Because I breathe. Because when I'm sucking it in, I be breathing like this.
If you're breathing.
Yeah, you be talking. I be like, you know. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't knocking the sister with a little more cushion for the pushing. But let me tell you something, boo boo. Let's get this understood. All these feminists and homo what do they call homocentric and all this bull and that's just all that's another way for white supremacy.
She's born that way. Leave her alone.
Born what way?
Listen.
She got a baby, don't she?
She was born the way she is.
Don't she got a baby?
Ooh, Raven?
Don't she?
I don't know.
You know what it is? Some dude knocked off real good and stopped paying her any attention. That's what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now,
she got hurt.
My mama told me that. My mama said somebody done put that thing on her real good, and she was looking for him in the daytime with a flashlight. Couldn't find him. And my mama said that. My mama said that.
You know what?
My mama will speak her mind. I'm telling you.
Wait, what's your mama say?
My mama said somebody done knocked off real good, had her looking for him in the daytime with a flashlight, and she couldn't find him. I'm just telling you, Mama.
Oh my God.
I ain't lying. I'm saying somebody gave it all to her. She come on, Tyrone. And now she mad with all black folk, black men. He turned her against everybody.
That's a shame.
And that's the sad part. Now you mad with us and you cooning. Then you get on TV and go back on your word. You feel like because you took so much static on it, you acted like you went back on your word.
Yeah, she was an adorable child.
What's your pretty baby? Oh, she was a beautiful child.
Oh my goodness.
She was a beautiful child. And I'm gonna tell you something. It started to go sideways around adolescence.
Yes.
It started to go sideways around adolescence. She was like Shirley Temple. She just was not the same little curly head child she was. Look at her.
No.
She's a beautiful child.
You right about that. She was beautiful.
She was everything, but then you can see that strange Kermit the Frog look on this picture right here.
That was the hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Cooper years down.
Yeah. And then
right now I can still see what she could. She can still come back from him.
Right.
Young Rick, but she can still come back from that just after hanging.
Her career just goes on though.
But you know why?
She hasn't missed a beat.
But you know why?
I want to know.
She plays the game.
That's right.
She can play the game, and you got to have one of them in there. You got to have one of them in there, and you can't. And I don't look. Get your money, boo-boo, but don't knock me in the process. Don't knock my people in the process. You ain't got to say nothing about us. But you know what? There's no use for you if you don't. They have no use for you if you don't.
Let's see. Yeah, checking out how she spells her name. Yeah. Don't knock her.
Don't knock her. How you spell her name? R-A what?
R-A-V-E-N, but it's Symone. It's S-Y-M-O-N-E. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. Yeah. And let me tell you something. She is no Nina Symone. See, Nina Symone stood up for her people and was willing to die broke and penniless to do it.
Oh, Nina Symone, yes. Respect. Much
Strange
respect.
fruit.
Absolutely.
Hanging from the pop. Yeah, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you. I straight love. You know, people that are willing to give it all. And I think that I'm cut from the same cloth as those people. I'm willing to give it all. I'm willing to give it all for my people.
You ready to give it all?
I'm willing to give it all if that's what it comes to.
You're gonna be the soldier.
You gotta have some.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody got look. So. Let me tell you something. It's two kind of men that people think they need, but I'm gonna show you where that's a lie. You need old men for counsel, young men for war. But the truest, the best warrior is the warrior that's in the middle, like me, not quite young, not quite old, but has the wisdom of the old man and the strength and the vigor of the young man. Those are the ones you need. We really need those right now. It's not enough of us out here.
We need both.
We need them.
We need both inside that man.
Right. We need both inside that man because we got to have someone to reach down and help those guys stop killing each other on the street corner. We got to have someone that keeps you need the counsel of the older guys, the young guys. Us. I need his counsel. I need his counsel.
Right.
I'm out here trying to build young men. People think I'm building boxes. I'm building young men. I'm building young men.
Yeah, for sure.
And you see, I'm surrounded by young. I got nothing but daughters, but I have more young men that I'm responsible for.
Good.
And I'm telling them, and I keep telling them, being a great fighter is not. I wasn't a great man because I was a great fighter. I was a great fighter because I wanted to because I was a good man. I'm at the place. I'm at the place now that
I had it in you.
Yeah, it was always in me, but I didn't make the right decisions all the time. So I don't.
Human.
Right, but I don't shy away from any of the mistakes I made, and I'm very, very, very big about telling my guys, you're not gonna make these same mistakes. I won't let you do it.
Understood.
I'm not gonna let you do it, and no matter how much you try, I refuse to let you do it. And the problem is we are caught up so much with these guys like these Stephen A. Smiths, these Stacey Dashes, and all these people that we don't stop to tell these guys we need more Nina Simones. We need more Malcolm X's. And I'm going to tell you right now, we need more Dr. Kings, but we need the Dr. King that found his way at the end.
The one at the end, right.
We need more of those.
A couple of speeches.
We need those ones at the end.
We realize.
Right.
Exactly.
We need those.
Exactly.
We need more Malcolm X and all the others that died.
Muhammad Ali.
We need more. We got a Muhammad Ali. We got a Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got a Jesse Williams.
Yeah.
We need more of them. We need more of them. And I'm gonna tell you this here.
Yeah.
If I hear one more of our black folk, they cooning too. Talk about he too light skinned to make our statement. Sit your ass down somewhere.
What
if that was the case,
I never heard that.
They said it.
Really?
They said it.
Really?
Let me tell you something. In all of Negrodom, I never heard no shit like that. But I'm telling you, that's what it was.
I'm glad I never heard that.
Let me tell you something. I want you to Google what was said when Jesse Williams made his speech.
Mm-hmm.
They went in that he had green eyes, he had a white mama. I said, let me tell you something.
I remember that.
His daddy, you gotta give his dad props. His dad got a real white woman. That woman there is a white girl. Understand me? And his son got a black girl with kinky hair, a natural, and speak like he speak.
More importantly, is he's black. And why are they worrying about his eye color?
Because you know
what
why?
his mama is.
Because they said he wasn't light skinned. He wasn't dark enough.
What? That's ridiculous. What do the people in power see him as? A black man. Am I right?
Baby, let me tell you something. They made it abundantly clear he wasn't dark enough.
That is crazy.
They made it abundantly clear he wasn't dark enough.
Okay.
They made it abundantly clear.
Crazy.
And my thing is, all I want you to understand, Ron, is this. We got to come to the realization. Now, I understand why a lot of black folk who know the history of black folk feel that way. I understand. Because the mulatto was the buffer between the master and the slave.
Right.
The mulatto would be the one that would run back and tell the master what was going on. But let's pour in our kids. Let's pour in our people and make them better than what those mulattoes were. The mulatto class was actually the class in Haiti that a lot of the Haitians that got off the ship killed a lot of mulattoes. A lot of folk don't know their history though. So to be a mulatto child, they murdered a lot of mulattoes in Haiti. Because the mulatto wanted to identify as the master.
Right.
But
they were doing it for protection.
They were trying to protect like Stephen A. Smith and all them other guys. They cooning. They was cooning. So what do we do about that? How do we relegate ourselves? How do we get away from that? What do you say about the mulatto child? I know a mulatto girl who lives in Chicago. She act like she pro-black, but she is on some other bulls.
Oh, see. But you know what? We have darker skinned people that are about it, the bull too.
And
so,
boy, I want to burn. I'm like, how in the devil you? How can you be midnight black talking about you ain't African?
Well.
I'm talking about blue black. They
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Purple.
I know some dark-skinned Dominican women that will tell me they are white.
Baby, you know why? You know why?
Because I get my hair done at the Dominican salon. I've experienced it.
But you know what? They can actually sign themselves as white. Assign themselves as white.
I know they can because they're Hispanic. So they can say they're white or black Hispanic.
Oh, I know Martha's listening right now.
Wow.
Martha's Dominican.
Yeah, do not.
Martha, baby, you black.
Yeah,
you beautiful.
Do not.
You beautiful. I want to squeeze you and kiss you, but you black.
I've had it happen. They have actually told me that they are not black.
I'd be like,
we had that discussion though. Last week. Well, she said, when I talk with Hispanic people, they say, "Well, you speak Spanish, so you're Hispanic." And she says, "But I'm dark. I mean, she's black. She's black."
Right.
And they say, "No, you're Latino."
One boat trip. That's what you is.
That's a nationality, a culture.
That's a culture, not a nationality.
Right. Well.
Do they understand that's not a race? Hispanic is not a race. And I don't understand why, Hispanics don't understand that.
Because they've been made to believe they've been made to believe they're better than.
They're no different.
You would say y'all was all slaves down in the Dominican Republic.
Sure was.
We're gonna take a break in 1 minute, and we're gonna come back and close the show out. But here's the problem. I had somebody say something to me the other day. I told you. She said, "I'm half Jamaican and black." I said, "If you don't get your ass away from here, if you don't get I'll slap the hellfire and brimstone out of you." My exact words. We'll be right back.
You're watching Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell, the only show streaming live on Ustream, YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook Live.
Tell me, Kenny, how is it you rub my belly so fine with that secret rub of yours? And don't even tell me what you're gonna do next. I love you, Kenny Bear. Tell me, Kenny baby, what you gonna do next?
Kenny Bear's Old Florida Barbecue Rub and Seasoning. Grab a bottle today.
Hey, Okay, I'm back. Hey, I want you guys to try Kenny Bear's rub out. I tried it. It's a pretty good rub. I'm working to get my rub out on the market, but I want you to try Kenny Bear's until mine come out. Kenny Bear has a great rub.
SouthernGourmetSpice.com.
SouthernGourmetSpice.com. I have a great spice coming out too. I think I'm definitely gonna let Kenny Bear work. I'm gonna work with Kenny Bear by getting mine out.
He's getting ready to open up his barbecue place up there in. I forget where I am now. I'm in Jacksonville. In White Springs. He's getting ready to open it, man. It's going to be right in the middle of town there.
White Springs,
Florida.
Right.
Yeah, 50 miles from here.
Right.
Go I-75, get off. He's getting ready to open it. Maybe May. It's going to be open.
I need to come up and do it.
I think it's Kenny's Barbecue Shack. I don't know if Kenny, you're watching. Type it into us what the name of it is.
Right. Listen. See that all the things we talked about tonight speaks to the cooning portion of what happens when you coon. When these people come out and they coon and they stand against their own people, and it was slave. I'm gonna show you something. The reason that black people are Christians is because people that think like Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys, Steve Harvey, all these other guys, they allowed themselves to be made into Christians. They took the drum from us and they made it well. Slave master made it well. Mm-hmm. You had to go to church to get the day off, or else you had to work. Mm-hmm. So what you gonna end up being? You keep going to church long enough. A believer. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's an old saying: if you hang around the barber shop long enough, you're gonna get a what? Haircut.
You're gonna get a haircut.
Get a haircut. Hang around the barber shop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. And my thing is, we're gonna have to start speaking to the fact that because the white people in power, you got black folk that want the power they have, they think they can get it by kissing ass. That's what it is. I can say that in the radio show. No, you don't like it.
Yeah, yes you can.
You kisses bookas. But thank you for coming, Rhonda Supreme. I've enjoyed you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's your contact information on the screen.
Yeah, I have all your contact information on the screen. I want to make sure people see it. I want people to tune into you.
That's right.
I want y'all to support Rhonda Supreme on the grind. I want you guys to make sure y'all blow her up. Because maybe one day I have her come to Jacksonville. She'll come up there. Blow it up. And we gonna build together. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for experiencing the Galaxy with Nate Campbell. I do want you guys to understand. I love you. Even if you don't think I do. I just love me too.